Hi there friends, this is Shozy, and I've never ordered from Mercari before, if that's how you pronounce it. It's Mercari.com, M-E-R-C-A-R-I, but this is the first time I've ordered, and they do it way different from eBay. Actually, the seller does not get paid, I guess, until after you rate them, which is kind of good. Anyway, Charlie's over there grumbling. His kennel, I think, is just too small for him, and he's getting older, so I have to think of something else to do. So anyway, this is what the seller said. Please be sure to rate, and thanks for purchasing. Enjoy. Reads on Mercari. See, that's how you spell it. So anyway, I'm going to open these and then we'll take a look at what I got. Okay? Thanks. Okay, so these are the items that I got. It was a Kirsten book, and this was like from McDonald's. They used to have these a long time ago, and I think I have another one somewhere. I'll have to look for it. It's not Kirsten, but I really like Kirsten. This was one of the very first American Girl books that I got. They were the white books, and I had purchased a bunch of them, kind of playing catch up for two of my nieces years ago when they were little, and gave them to them. And I really didn't want to get rid of them because they were pretty cool. I knew they were a specialty item because the dolls, even way back when they first came out, were really pretty cool. The the catalogs were really oversized, and I was looking at them thinking, wow, these are really unique dolls and their accessories and everything. But like I said before to you guys, I had three little boys, and so I knew that I was a single mom, and I knew I would not be able to ever purchase one of them. Well, you know, luckily I have been able to purchase them, and most of my dolls, of course, are used. They're from eBay, but I have bought a few new ones, and you know, I've gotten criticized over the years from people, and I won't name any names or anything, but about, you know, how I spend money on my doll collection. And it's kind of a shame that people have to be so critical, because most of my stuff is used, and when I do get to buy something that's new or I get it gifted to me, I feel very privileged. And because I take care of all of my stuff. You know, there's still some things I need to do around the house, like I need to paint my house. I need to have it power washed and caulked and painted, and I need to put up an awning, and I need to put up a fence on one side of my yard and stuff like that. And so those are things that need to be done. But I spent a lot of money on my landscaping over the past even year, since I don't have anybody to do that anymore, since my ex moved and my kids aren't, you know, they've moved and stuff like that. And I take care of my animals. I mostly do that in-house, unless I have to take them to a vet, because vets are very, very expensive. The last time I took Daphne, my one little dog, to the vet, it was $1,800, and you had to pay right there, that day, because she had to have a surgery. Vets don't take payments, so we had to get an extension. We had to get a credit card, basically, to do that. Well, I'm not eligible for any of that kind of stuff anymore, because I've got I had to get a car, and I had to refinance my house, and I have a student loan that I'm paying for the next 8 years and so forth. So anyway, make a long story short, I get tired of the criticism. So the reason I'm saying that is because all of my stuff, like I said, is mostly used, or when I do get a chance to buy something new, I'm really excited because I work 2 jobs. And everything that I pay for, nobody else helps me pay for it. It's all me. And I mean, I rent a space in my yard to somebody for their truck, my ex, for his truck, and it's only $100 a month that he pays me for that. So, there you go. Now you know the whole, all of it. Now you know the nitty gritty. And I mean, that helps, but you know. So, and that's all the extra income that I get. So I just don't want to, I don't want any haters. I don't want to hear it. Because I can't go and take one of my animals to the vet or something like that because I don't have $1,800 or $1,000 or $500 right there to plunk down out of pocket. You know, I just don't want to hear it. So anyway, sorry about that, but this is about Mercari, but that just came up because it's still a bone of contention with me. Still a bone of contention all these months later. So just wanted to let you know that that's how it is in my household. I pay for everything myself because of my 2 jobs. Thankfully, I'm very thankful that I have my 2 jobs. And I'm supposed to retire in a few years. So we'll see if that happens. But I got the little Kirsten because I don't have a Kirsten. Actually, I do have a Kirsten, but she's bald. And this Kirsten actually looks like she has rooted hair. That's unusual. Because the Kirsten I have is bald because it had a wig. And it came that way. It came bald. That's Tinker. She's throwing her nightly fits. So anyway, but I don't have a Kirsten with hair, and this one has hair, and it looks like she's got variegated hair. Isn't that interesting? I'm thinking it's a Kirsten. Maybe it's not a Kirsten. Well, anyway, I'm going to use her as a Kirsten because this is the only one that I have. And this little coconut, this is really cute. It's an older coconut because they don't make them like that anymore, but it needs to be washed really badly. And this Kirsten needs some TLC as well, or whoever she is. She looks like a Kirsten, but her hair looks very variegated and dark, so I'm not sure. Her hair should have been a little bit blonder and less variegated, but anyway, we're going to go with that. Because see, her hair in the book is very light, so, I don't know. Maybe she's not a Kirsten. But I'm going to use her as a Kirsten because I don't have one. At all. Out of all the dolls that I've got, the mini dolls and everything, Kirsten is one of them that I do not have. And this altogether, because I got a $10 off coupon for a first-time user, was only $11 or $12, and then I paid shipping, which was like $4, $3 or $4. So that was pretty good. Okay, so because these are all individually pretty expensive, like she just was sold at American Girl for like $24, you know, with her clothes on, and I already have her clothes, so I don't need those. And then coconut is usually pretty expensive too. So, and this, you know, you can't get these anymore. So thank you for watching and listening. I appreciate you guys always listening. And I'm sorry I get off on these tangents and these soapboxes, but sometimes it just brings up stuff. Sorry. So, but the mini dolls are so cute because they're small and they're not very expensive. They're about $25 still. And that is kind of pricey, but they're collector's items, and most of mine are in their boxes. And I have a shelf for them, but they've outgrown the shelf. There's so many of them now that they've outgrown the shelf, and I don't have the shelf put up on the wall or anything. That's just sitting there. So one of these days I'll show you that. All right, take care. Have a good evening. Thanks for liking and subscribing. You guys.